Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Keto in the Chaos. My name is Tammy, and on this channel, I like to share all my tips and tricks on how I lost 205 pounds without surgery and how you can be successful on your own weight loss journey. So, if that's what you're looking for, don't forget to click the subscribe button and ring the bell for more videos like this one to inspire you to get started. Hello everyone, happy Saturday. It is Saturday, October 17th, 2020, and it is weigh-in day. Welcome to another check-in from my weight loss journey. This is week 7 of my reverse diet. If you are new to my channel, I highly recommend checking out some of my other videos. On my channel, I have literally over 600 videos, so you can pick and choose. But the most recent talk about me doing a keto cut over the summer, and now I am doing a reverse diet in order to get my calories up a little higher so that I can find my maintenance. So that's what this is. This is week 7 update. I will be talking a lot. I think I've been waxing philosophical lately. I just literally finished filming a 30-minute video that I was trying to make for this update, and I just realized it's too much. It's too much. I think what I'm going to do is this Tuesday, I'm going to literally talk about that because it's just too much for this update. You guys aren't here for that. And suffice it to say, I've had a very interesting week. I've confronted a lot of new demons, and I have found a new thing that I had not confronted that I needed to confront. So I think I will talk about that maybe on the live chat on Tuesday. Either that or I'll just make that 30-minute video into a completely different video. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. But I decided to just start over because it was getting a little bit out of control. That's not why we're here, right? You guys are just here because you just want to know, how on earth did I survive my week out of ketosis? Because I dropped that bomb on you last week, and you just are curious about what happened. You don't want 30 minutes of philosophy of why I felt like I needed to do it. So we'll save that for another time. Even though it is very interesting, and I know that you could get a lot out of it. And so I'm not going to delete that video I just made in case I decide to make it a video, or in case I need to review it for Tuesday's live chat. We'll see. Anyway, suffice it to say, I have confronted some more demons that I didn't even know were still demons, and it's kind of weird. The main demon I'm confronting is my reason for gaining weight in the first place, which I finally had to come to the realization that I was grossly overeating my calories, and that is how I got there. I always felt like I didn't do that, and I always felt like it wasn't the reason, and I had a million justifications, which of course I spent 30 minutes talking about, and I won't talk your ear off about that right now. But I had a million reasons of why I was fat, and none of them were the real truth. They were literally just things I had told myself to make myself feel better because I felt like it was impossible for me to lose weight. Well, I have proven myself wrong there. Obviously, it's not impossible. Not only is it not impossible, I'm freaking good at it now. I'm freaking good at it. I know exactly what I need to do. I know exactly the mindset I need to be in. I know exactly the calories and the macros and the foods and the time and all the effort that takes for me to lose weight. I know that. I am an expert in me losing weight. Who would have ever thunk 3 3/4 years ago that I would say such a thing? Not this girl. Nope. No way. And I just think that I've just come so far. Like I'm not even the same human being anymore. And my only regret is that somehow I didn't find this path sooner so that I could have enjoyed more of my life. But I am super grateful to have found it now and to still have many, many years ahead of me that I can enjoy. So, first of all, let's talk about how exercise went this week. I wanted to keep every single thing that I did really, really close to what I was already doing so that the carbohydrate was the only change. Because I know you guys heard me talk about what I was going to do and kind of why, but not really why. I mean, the why, obviously, it takes 30 minutes. We're not going to go into the why yet. But I wanted to make sure it was the only thing I changed as much as possible. So I did do my exercise as normal, but sadly, my lyrical class got canceled because of COVID. I did do clogging, and I've only had one day of my arm lifts because I haven't had my second day yet. It's going to probably be tomorrow because the way it rotates with filling up the chicken feed isn't exact. So I only do it when the chickens need food because that's what forces me to do it. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you the little clips I do have right in this video. I'm not going to make a separate one this time, and I hope you enjoy that, and I'll catch you in a minute. It's recess right now. The wind has just come up. It's a beautiful fall day, and we just finished up homeschool, and I'm about to do my chicken workout. Seems like it's falling on Wednesdays and Saturdays now, so here we go. About out of chicken food. I need to go to the store and get some more. 6 minutes and 30 seconds. I added an extra rep. My arms are like shaking. Woo, guys. That was a good one, but it was hard.
He's going high. I'm stuck up here, guys. I need my mom to help me get down.
All right, I'll help you.
What are you gonna try to do?
I don't know. I forgot we had this thing. I was thinking maybe I could try and pull up or something.
Go, go.
I don't know if I can do pull-ups, but I'll try. I know.
Come on, try.
Nope.
To be right side up so we can just do it.
My daredevil son.
Mommy, if this was right side up, you could use one of those bars.
Yeah, I know. It's supposed to be the other way so you could do monkey bars.
Yeah.
I could do a better job with my exercise if I could, if that was done.
Look.
Yeah, look at you. You're big.
Mom, the other day Jessica called me bruh. He usually only calls me sister. Bruh. Lying down. Bruh.
He's a monkey. All right, so as you can see, it was super fun this week. I did definitely still do some exercise. And one of the greatest things that happened to me this week was Amazon Prime Day. Now, you guys know my saga. My computer keeps locking up, and I am so stinking frustrated. And I was looking forward to Amazon Prime Day, trying to hope that maybe I could find some of the parts I needed for my computer, like on a good deal. And then I went to go do it, and the car battery needed to be replaced. And I literally had an actual freak out. Like, I think I haven't screamed that much in a very long time. Like, the kids were running in from the rest of the house wondering why I was screaming at Dad. Poor Dave. Apparently, I reached my limit on what I could handle with waiting for the computer. I literally couldn't wait one more second. But as it so happened, I did end up being able to purchase a new video card and a new SSD drive for my computer, and my son will be putting that in probably tomorrow, and I'm very, very happy. I'm worried about the bugs of fixing it, but I'm also so relieved because you guys know I'm just sitting in front of that computer every fracking day, and it has literally been a source of major stress for me for 3 months now, and it's gonna be fixed. It's gonna be fixed, and it's gonna be fast, and I cannot wait. And one of the other awesome things that happened to me on Amazon Prime Day, let me show you. I'm just gonna put the clip, because, yeah, words do not describe. I'm super excited because I just got something in the mail, and my daughter is using my phone right now for her class. So I can't use my other camera, but I'm like dying to record this right now because I want to open it so bad. So I'm gonna use the big camera just for this little section, and hopefully her class won't be so dark. But look what I got. Can you see it? This was my Prime Day deal, guys. I got this Fitbit Lite. It's normally $159.99, and I got it for $69.99 plus tax. I think it was like 75 bucks total. It's like 90 bucks off. Anyway, you guys know I've wanted one of these for a while, and I got a really good deal on it, and I'm just like, you know, that makes me happy in and of itself. But anyway, I'm gonna do a little unboxing for you. Yes, my friends, I got a Fitbit. I am so excited, like so excited. I've had it. This is the third day I've been wearing it. I've basically been a lazy sloth because I haven't had any exercise that I was planning on doing, and it's my days off. Like yesterday was my bath day, and today is Saturday, and I usually just lay in bed and watch TV and do videos for you guys, or I don't know, maybe I'll go for a walk later. But as of right now, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I've only gotten in 1,476 steps. So if that means anything to you, I've got a little ways to go for the rest of the day. But it's so nice. It's telling me about my sleep patterns, and I realize, oh, part of the problem is that I wake up a couple of times a night, and I also never really hit deep sleep. I think I had like 33 minutes the first night and an hour and 15 minutes, I think, of, is that right? I can't remember now. I could probably look it up on here. I don't know how to do that though. Anyway, my sleep isn't as awesome as you, and it explains a lot because I stay in light sleep for a very long time, not even REM and not even deep sleep. I mean, light sleep. And that is probably a lot to do with the fact that I have had kids for 22 years and I literally have had to keep my ear to the window, and that's why it's so easy for the dog to wake me up and other things to wake me up. And then I have a hard time getting back to sleep. So this is helping me to at least see if I'm having any improvements with the carb additions, because one of the reasons I added in the carbs was because these awesome girls that I'm working with now that have done this and been there and done it, and they're the ones that convinced me I could do this and that I was not going to go off on a frickety fracking carb binge and completely become a 400-pound woman again overnight. They convinced me that it would help me sleep better, and gosh dang it, if it hasn't done that. Like, I've only had one night this week that I really struggled with sleep, and that was because my dog kept waking up and barking, and I had to go let her out, and it was really frustrating. I don't know what her deal was, but I'm the only one in the house that ever wakes up to anything. So if there's ever a burglar, it's got to be me, right? Because I am the only one sleeping so lightly. Yay! It's so much fun. The carbs have very much improved my sleep. Now, I have tried multiple things, which I'm going to talk about a little bit in my foods video coming up this week, but I have tried carbs, rotating carbs through the day to try and figure out which is the optimal placement. So first thing I did was the carb at night, which you guys saw on the last food video. That one really did help me sleep. The second thing I tried was carbs in the midday at my time where I'm usually falling asleep. That one was actually an utter failure. And I don't know if it was because of the carb that I chose to have that day or if it was the timing, but that didn't help me at all. In fact, it made me more miserable. The third one I did was splitting my carbs evenly between the 3 meals. That one didn't seem to really have any effect on me whatsoever. I mean, I slept okay, but it was also the same night as the dog thing. And so it was like kind of hard to tell if I would have slept a little better if I had the bigger carb at night. And then the last one I did yesterday was all the carbs in the first meal to see if that would give me energy through the day, which it didn't really, because after the dog thing, I had no energy. So I don't know for sure if it would have helped if I hadn't had the dog thing. So many variables. It's hard to be scientific when there's so many variables just in daily life, right? So today I'm going back to having my carb right before dinner. So I'm not going to have any like major carbs during the day. And then my carb tonight is going to be a sweet potato. So I'm sure you guys are all wondering, how was it getting kicked out of ketosis? Because all this time I've basically told people you will know if you kick yourself out of ketosis because you will feel horrible. So did I feel horrible all week? What does it feel like to get kicked out of ketosis? Am I sure that I'm kicked out of ketosis? Am I maybe staying in ketosis, having a higher carb level? I'm sure you guys are wondering all of these things. So I'm going to start with number 1, the most obvious. How do I feel being kicked out of ketosis? I feel great. Shockingly, I feel freaking great. Like, I don't feel bloated. I don't feel miserable. I don't feel gassy. I don't feel draggy. I don't feel hungry all the time. I don't feel like I'm craving everything inside. I literally feel like I did at the beginning of keto when I started like going the mental clarity route, when I was like, wow, this is amazing. I'm not having extra depression. In fact, I think that my depression has improved this week because last week it was killer bad. And other than my freak out over my computer, which was on the weekend, by the way, when I had just barely started the carb thing, So I can't really connect it to the carbs. I might connect it to the switch. But I think it was more just that was the last straw, if you know what I'm saying. Other than that, I have felt really, really normal, which is weird because I didn't even realize I was feeling so crappy until I was feeling a little bit better. Now, am I feeling stellar awesome and I can just go run a marathon or whatever? Do I have energy like the Energizer Bunny? No, I'm still kind of tired, but I'm not as tired as I was. And so I really feel like it is helping in that aspect of it. And I think it's just going to take me some time to like really figure out when the timing for the carbs should be, whether or not that's going to help my sleep, whether or not the sleep is going to help me, whether or not I can cut back on the energy drinks, because I know that's what everybody thinks is the next step. I've heard it all already. Oh my gosh. You guys realize that the reason I'm drinking the energy drinks was because I could literally not walk because I was so tired. Plus, it's a mental thing. It's another mental thing. It's not even an addiction thing. It's a mental thing because it's a treat. It's another treat that I would have to give up. It's what keeps me going in the afternoon. I'm just used to having it. I like having it. So until I get to the point where I'm ready to give that up, I'm just going to keep going with those and seeing how things go with this. But my energy has drastically improved. My sleep has drastically improved. My digestion, ironically, has improved. And everything is definitely on a higher level of yay. So I know that probably doesn't make you guys happy because you really want me to like have a crash and burn probably on out of ketosis and want to get back in and feeling amazing again. But really, honestly, I don't feel that much difference at all between when I felt good on keto and when I feel good right now. Sorry. It's really, really true. Now, am I for sure kicked out of ketosis? I don't know. I tried testing my ketones a couple of times this week and they're just zero. So I guess so. I guess I have no ketones, so I guess I'm out of ketosis. Whatever that means. Maybe I'm not fat adapted anymore, and so my body's not going to go right into tapping into my body fat anymore. And maybe it's going to be harder to lose weight. But considering what I'm trying to figure out right now is maintenance, that's not as much of a concern to me. Really, what I'm trying to find is my happy place for maintaining my weight and eating enough food that I feel satiated. Do I feel more satiated with the carbs in my diet, or do I feel less satiated? Do I feel more hungry? Well, I definitely feel more satiated. Now, mentally, that might just be because I haven't had these foods in a while, and so I'm having something new. And having something new always helps. Hasn't caused an extreme hunger. I did have one day, the day that I ate the carb in the afternoon, which I'll talk more about in my other video, my food video, I think. But when I had that carb in the afternoon, it did make me more hungry for dinner earlier than normal, and I did feel kind of like nauseated. I think it was the carb I chose to eat, though. I really don't think it was the carbs themselves, if that makes sense. It took a really long time to eat the thing that I chose to eat, and so I think that's part of it. But no, I do not feel more hungry. In fact, I feel less hungry because I feel like I'm eating more food. I don't feel like I want to binge as much as I just feel like I'm still not to the level of calories that I would like to be at. Well, anyway, speaking of calories, my calories for this week, these are what the numbers were. 1689, 1672, 1524, 1522, 1550, 1567, 1520. So when I average all of those out, I end up with an average calorie number for this week of 1577. Which is only 17 calories higher than my goal, which was 1560. It's getting there, but it's not quite to where I'm feeling like I am completely satiated. I still feel like I'm standing in the refrigerator going, oh, I wish I could have a strawberry. Well, that's lame. I don't want to be in that place where I feel like I can't have a strawberry if I want one, because that's just silly. Nobody ever got fat eating a pound of strawberries a day. So I'm trying to change my mental focus from deprivation to satisfaction. And one of the ways I'm doing this is by adding in the carbohydrates, because I tried doing it with the fats and I was not able to achieve that without a very, very high calorie. So I'm trying to keep the calories in check. I am not planning on raising the carbohydrates this week. I will get my calorie raise from proteins and fats. I have not 100% decided. If I do raise my carbs, it will not be drastically, I don't think, because I don't want to go hog wild. I don't want to give myself leeway to have having really more than like an apple a day, because that's about how many extra carbs. There's about 30 carbs in an apple. That's about how many extra carbs I'm adding in. And so I don't want to get too crazy with the carbs, because I don't want to be like tempted to like go out and have a donut just yet. I'm not quite to that place. I haven't let myself do that from the beginning. Now, some people can do that and they're fine, but I don't want to risk it sending me off onto the, no. So I'm not quite ready for anything like that. I'm still trying to keep my fats and my carbs, when they're added together, lower than my proteins, so that I'm still getting a lot of my satiation value from my proteins. So my current protein level, I am trying to hit 150 to 170. So I may really push for that 170 this week and see if I can maybe even push it higher. I don't know. I really don't know. It is hard to decide. It's the worst thing about this thing is like, I have no idea what to eat. I don't know what has carbs in it. I don't know how many carbs things have in them. I don't know how to measure things with carbs. Like, it's just, it's like a whole new level of pain in the butt, but I'm doing it anyway. So let's talk about weights. I know that's what you've been here for, and it's just taken way longer than I expected still, even though I deleted the 30 minutes, and be glad I did that. Anyway, we're going to fill you in on what the frick happened on the scale. Now, last time we talked, I was very, very nervous about the scale, because I have been told that glycogen is stored in the muscles, and that means more water weight gain, and I'm sure to pack on the pounds, and I was already at 177.4, and so I was expecting that to see the 180s, and I was mentally prepared for it and all that stuff, and I was scared, and I didn't really want to see those 180s again, and so I really, really was nervous. But I'm just going to go ahead and show you all my weights for the week, and then we'll come back and discuss it. So as you can imagine, I was pretty dang happy with the scale this week. You can see that a lot of the weight that I am carrying is water weight. This is my normal water weight drop week, and I have not had one since I started the diet reverse, as you guys well know. So I was hopeful that it would go down, but I was not counting on anything with adding carbs in and changing my diet again, because we all know my body does all kinds of weird water weight things whenever my body changes a dang thing. I believe that it went back up at the end of the week because I got lazy with my Solé water. I had decreased my Solé water intake to 6 tablespoons when I started the carbs, because I just wanted to see if I could, and I was feeling good. But there were a couple of days that I got lazy and I only had 4, and I got really, really sick with keto flu again because I was in the middle of a water weight whoosh, and sure enough, my body reacted by putting water back on. But now today it was back down a little bit, so who knows? I added up all of my weights for the week. So even though I did see a 173.2 as my lowest weight for the week, it does not count as my average. My average weight for the week was 175.4. And that is 2 pounds down from last week, which means I am still in a calorie deficit, and I did not need to be panicking, and my body really is just retaining some water. So I can go ahead and push forward with the reverse. I'm so happy because I need more food so bad. So bad. So for my plan for this week, my weekend calories, I'm only bumping them up 25. So like the 1675 that I did last week was pretty good. So I'm bumping them up to 1700 for today and tomorrow. And then my weekly calories, which is where I really need the raise, I am raising it up to between 1595 and 1600 calories. My average that I'm shooting for, my average calorie for this week that's coming up is finally my RMR from the core scan that I did way back in the day. Go back a couple of months, you can see I did a core scan where they told me that my resting metabolic rate by monitoring my oxygen input and output is 1627. So 1625 is what I've got here on the paper, but 1627, which is exactly 50 calories up for average from my last week, is my goal for this week. Finally gonna hit my RMR. I'm so stinking excited. I don't really know what will happen this week. I don't really know how I'm gonna feel. I'm hoping that it goes really well like it did this week before, the week prior. I hope that you guys will still stick around watching what happens, but I hope this is also a really good lesson to you guys that sometimes I think especially females may get to the point where adding fats in gets to be really tricky, and adding in carbs might be the only way to help the hormones regulate and get going and be normal again. I know males have a lot easier time just pounding all of the fat, but it seems to me like most of the females that I've seen who've made it to maintenance are really struggling with trying to find that happy place. Now, maintenance, I have learned, does not mean staying the same. My hope is that eventually I will get to the place where I will find that happy place where I can just eat, not have to think about it so hard, know what I'm eating, know what I'm okay to eat, and keep myself in check without the desire to binge eat. I am capable of doing really difficult, long drawn out things that I did not think that I was capable of. And I'm so happy and proud of myself for sticking with it this long. And I'm so grateful to you guys, because if it wasn't for you, I don't even know if I would have done this. I probably would have just given in and eaten all the heavy cream like I did last year and just had a party all fall. But instead, I've been working my butt off and I've been doing this science experiment for you guys. And yay for my computer getting fixed, and yay for my Fitbit. And guys, I'm feeling so happy. Thank you so much for giving me all those gifties in the time that I was struggling and helping me to kind of stay on top of my stress and depression. I really appreciate your support. You guys have been awesome. If anybody else is looking to support the channel, I have all the ways you can do that down in the description, including, of course, my gift list to my wish list to Amazon, which has lots of fun goodies if you feel like you want to just send me a pick-me-up. I could always use a pick-me-up. Anyway, I just wanted to say thank you, and I love you, and thank you for being so awesome and supporting me and not inundating me with negative comments, because I just really am having a hard time right now with that, and I just love you all so much. And I'm so grateful for weight loss. I'm so grateful for keto, and I'm so grateful for you. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. We'll talk to you all again soon.